It's time for Jasmine Emerald Reacts. So sad how Giles is pretty much like, you don't really have time to do any type of cheerleading. You just have to focus on slaying vamps. The focus is not to have a social life involving popularity. Although, let's be honest, we know that Buffy would kill it as a cheerleader, especially with her being extra with her backflips. Not her saying, I would have said he should get a girlfriend if he wasn't so old. Giles looked like at this point he was probably maybe in his late 30s, maybe 40 something. But I don't know, it could be the proper British thing. I think it's maybe the suits that could be aging him. I wish I would be able to stretch on two chairs like this. My crotch just hurts looking at this. So Xander is being very forward with giving Buffy a bracelet saying yours always. Like, that's not subtle at all. He really setting himself up to get his feelings hurt for sure. Okay, I see Amber, she hitting it. Wait, so they really training to be cheerleaders 3 hours in the morning, 3 at night. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that cheerleading is technically a sport where people can go and be in these competitions, but I don't know. It's kind of interesting to, I guess, I don't know how old, what grade is Buffy supposed to be in? 10th grade? I don't know. I just never would have thought to think people would be getting trained for cheerleading 6 hours a day while they also have school. Wait, is she smoking while she's doing her cheerleading routine? Good thing Buffy was there to quickly put out that fire because nobody was moving. Everybody was just standing around howling, nobody calling anybody to get some help. It's Giles getting excited and being like, wow, you know, somebody got their hands caught on fire. What type of monster is this? Bro, no. This ain't nothing to be happy about. A girl just caught on fire doing a simple cheerleading routine. Please. Maybe it's just me, but I wouldn't naturally think that the person who is on fire would be the cause. Like, I wouldn't think that they would be the fire starter, especially considering it was a lot of girls in there for a cheerleading competition. Now, I would think that one of the girls that were in there would potentially set Amber on fire because she was doing so well. That just makes more sense than Amber setting herself on fire. It's cute how Willow and Xander are pretty much like, we're a part of the Slayer team now, so we're gonna help. And I feel like this probably also just Buffy being there and learning about all these different aspects of Hellmouth and demons and stuff like that. I feel like that's kind of some excitement for them where their lives are just kind of filled with more, I don't want to say chaos, but excitement. So we see that there's a disconnect between Buffy and her mother, where I guess Buffy can't really be, I don't know, open, or maybe her mother is just, she got so much going on. She's trying to get money together, her gallery together and everything. It's the way her mom already has pretty much said in her mind that, yeah, she probably gonna get in trouble again. No hope, no faith in her. That must feel absolutely awful for Buffy. Not her reaction to the fertility statue, like, I don't want you to look at that because I don't want a teenage pregnant daughter. Awful. I feel so freaking sad for Buffy. She really wants to connect with her mom and wants her mom to be a little bit more involved, but she got to make that money. Do they ever talk about Buffy's dad? Because I'm kind of wondering if he actually shows up or if the mom is just only a single parent for the most part of this whole show. Alright. I already peep it. Whatever, they doing too much focus on this girl, and then they focusing on her mom. They got something going on, I just know it. Gee, she is heavily trying to live up to her mom's expectations, or just live up to her mom in general, and almost like Amy kind of wants to be, well, follow her in her mom's footsteps, and it's like, girl, you could be your own person. I'm pretty sure Cordelia wasn't a witch, but it wouldn't have been surprising if she was with the way her attitude is set up. It's Xander saying, yeah, if she wear my bracelets, like we going out, my guy. Be direct. If you like her, then tell her. Don't be wasting time because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's very obvious that Buffy is just being cool with them. She hasn't really shown any flirtation or actual interest in Xander. She just being cordial. but he just making assumptions and just looking real stupid. Well, she didn't make the team, and it kind of makes sense since she was kind of clumsy. But I knew she was probably a witch with the show focusing on her this episode. She up here making Barbie doll soup, toil, boiling trouble and stuff. Buffy has tried connecting with her mom, yeah. And then her mom proceeds to talk about her and basically tell her ideas of things she should do that she did when she was younger. And like Buffy said, they are two completely different people. And then when Buffy pretty much tells her, yeah, like, I'm not you, she throws it in her face that she got kicked out of school. And it's like, girl, at least she doing better. She trying to be proactive, you know, join the cheerleading team. She actually trying to make some sort of changes or even just connect with her mom a little bit. And then it's like her mom not really being fair to her, to be honest, and not really showing interest until she gets in trouble, or her mom is only focused on herself. Xander is self-absorbed in a mug. When I tell y'all, he really just being very dramatic and being like, yeah, I'm nothing more to her. I'm just a rug. I'm an old shoe. And it's like, she acknowledges you. She treats you like a friend, and you think you have entitlement to like being with her. Which again is crazy because he hasn't exactly said anything directly to her about dating her. He's just dropped hints, and Buffy been avoiding them. So it's very clear that Cordelia is possessed. Also, did anybody else have driver's training at their high schools, or did they get rid of that? Or is it only specific schools? Because I don't even think there are any places in Michigan, like actual high schools, that taught people how to drive. You had to either have somebody you know teach you or go to like driver's training school. That girl done took Cordelia eyesight. I can't believe this. You know, even though I don't like her, no one deserves to be blind. That was not smooth at all. She really just dropped something and really had to pull the hair off the brush. Be for real, bro. I swear the setups of these shows are so freaking hilarious. Not her mouth being sealed up like this. I could not stand when it would be shows or movies where they would seal up somebody's mouth. Like, one of my worst fears when it came to horror and scary movies. This interaction is so weird. Why is she telling her mom what to do? Like, she's the... Okay, I get it. So I'm guessing they swap bodies or something. This is so freaking weird. You know, it's always just so when parents are focused on living vicariously through their kids or trying to relive their glory days from high school. Like, nothing else has, you know, made you happy as an adult. You haven't accomplished anything else as an adult, anything that you wanted to do or grown any. You really want to focus on high school? See, I told y'all it wasn't obvious for her to just be snatching hair off a brush like that. She was just so apparent with it. And, you know, she stole her bracelet, so I assume she gonna do some witchy witchcraft with it. But my thing is Buffy didn't really wear the bracelet long enough to have a connection to it, or is it just whoever has possession, somebody could do a spell on them? Because that never made sense to me. I would think if you had worn something for a period of time where it's actually yours, that makes sense. But if something is just given to you, it doesn't make sense for your, I guess, being, soul, body, spirit, I don't know, to be attached to it, you know? If anything, I would have thought maybe Xander would probably be put up under a spell, but I guess we're gonna see. The way you have to do so many oranges to make orange juice, you might as well just buy a jug of OJ. I guess she successfully casted that spell on Buffy because she talking about being a vampire slayer just out in the open with her mom. Is Buffy acting like she's high up on drugs? Oof, girl. Yeah, she don't need to be doing any type of cheerleading because who knows what could happen to her where it causes her to just act different and then affect her with her super strength and whatnot. She said that she was that comfortable with him because he was one of the girls. I know that hurt his feelings so bad, but it's very hilarious because it's almost like she's a little drunk and loopy. And I guess he got his answer. Giles really just said she got 3 hours at the most to live, and they handling this very calmly for me. It's nice that Buffy got the little father figure in her life. That's messed up for your own mom to say that as your daughter, you're wasting your youth. So I'm going to take your place instead. Awful. So they reversing the spell, right? What Giles didn't really okay. He didn't really think about how he was going to, I guess, deal with the mom once she gets back in her body. You know what I mean? Like, what is the game plan after you get the mom back in the body and you reverse all the spells? So I understand, Willow was trying to stop her, but I did not think that she was going to be able to clutch Xander's pearls like this and choke him out without even laying hands on him. And then with Willow, she was just like, you ain't even worth it. I'ma just backslap you. Her mom really tackled Buffy like she was a whole linebacker. She said, I gave up my life so you could drag around that carcass. See, and that's the thing about people who be having kids and they really don't be wanting kids. It's like, why is it a sacrifice when I didn't ask to be here? The way she sent her mom over this table, Buffy just like hands ready to eat for everybody. Why don't powers go through mirrors? What is that about? Like, a reflection is just the end all be all, but the powers do not go through even though they are technically meant to harm. I will never understand that concept in shows and movies. Xander and Willow are so freaking funny. Like, they was ready to just go all out and just bash Amy head in. Girl, same. There is no way I would want to be 16 again. There's no way I would want to be a teenager again. I absolutely could not stand high school. Just the worst time for me. I was so confused about everything and anything. Oh, I'm happy for Amy that she get to be with her father, who was clearly the better parent. And it's funny how she wearing this peace sign shirt. Well, that's not creepy at all. This is almost some Twilight Zone stuff for the mom's body, soul to be trapped within a statue. If you really enjoyed this, feel free to check out my Patreon, which has exclusive content as well as early releases to reactions for TV shows, movies, and music videos. Subscribe if you like the vibe, and check out my other videos. Stay blessed, stay positive. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.